Do they have your face? No. Do you like? Don't worry about what nobody say. Just do you. Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm back with another video. If you don't know me, my name is Veronica and I just make videos on YouTube. So today's topic I want to discuss is something that just came to my mind while I was doing my makeup. It's real and it happens, and let's call it pretty girl privileges. You can't say I'm lying because it's a real thing. It's a privilege that you get for being a pretty girl. And I'm not saying that girls are ugly. I don't want to call nobody ugly. I don't really think anybody is ugly. I just think that we all look like our parents. My definition of pretty is pretty much what society put out for us to believe. That is my interpretation of pretty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So pretty much it's what you feel like it is. I always used to think that I was special. I always thought I was special because I just felt like it was something different about me. Not trying to brag or anything. And then there was people that wanted to do things for me. And now that I look back at it, those people that actually wanted to do things for me, they probably just wanted to do those things because I was a cute child. So, which gets me to this topic of pretty girl privilege. When I go up in the Arab station and I buy a bag of chips or something, it's a certain look that, and I just be like, just ring the chips up. I'm ready to go. I came to class late. Everybody turns their head and look at me. Of course, they always do that when the door open, but I just like dressing up and I just like doing my thing, but they feel like they have to, give me more attention than what I asked for. And let's say that me personally, let's say that I have to do something, but I kind of mess up a little bit. They usually like, if it's a male, he'll let me slide. Like, oh, you're just gonna let me slide? Oh, I had this principal and he was kind of creepy. He was on the creepy side. Anyways, so he would call me up to his office and he would just sit down and he would talk to me and he would tell me all kind of things about his personal life, about his daughters, about his wife. And I'm like, okay.
Hi.
Okay.
How is this applying to what we're talking about? Like, and I listen, But at the same time, I started realizing that he was doing it because of the way I look. Like, I remember one time I was sitting in class and he just randomly called me up to his office and I was like, okay. I went to his office and so he was like, let's look at your grades. He was like, oh, you got 2 A's. And he tossed 2 pieces of candy. He was like, you're doing so good. I'm proud of you. And I was like, okay. So you just called me up here to tell me that I'm doing good because I have AB honor roll? And he was like, no, sit down for a minute. Let's talk. And, I wanted to have respect. So I sat down and I just talked to him. And then he started discussing things that I could do. I guess he didn't like the school that I was going to. It was tainted. The school that I went to was tainted. Yeah, and then he just suddenly tells me, I love you. And I'm like,
I know you fucking lying. Because, oh my God,
You sure about that? I ain't say nothing, so I just left. I also remember one time, I had got a tardy because I wasn't having it with that school. I never really liked the school in the first place. I had got a tardy and I went to his office. We talked about it and he just let me slide. And then another girl came in right afterwards because he told me to sit outside the office until the bell rings. She came in right afterwards. She had the same thing as I did. And he told her that she had to stay after school for detention. And she had to get her parents to sign it. I didn't really have to do nothing. He let me off with a warning, but we had the same thing. We were getting tardies for classes. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I think that every pretty girl has extra privileges for looking pretty. Because males, they really can't control themselves. I'm not saying all males can't control themselves, but at the same time, I know that every male has a weakness, okay? And I'm not saying that it's our job to try to figure out what their weakness is. No, stay away from that. As a girl, I think that you should stay away from that as far as possible, because you don't want to get yourself caught into something that you can't get out of. Try to stay away from guys. Don't try to go for different guys because you feel like they will give you the attention that you feel like you need. Like, girl, no, it's more to life than that. It's more to life than just that. Anyways, so yeah, pretty girls have privileges. Gotta excuse my nails. You know, I want to add this to it, like, don't feel low of yourself based off of what you see in the mirror or based off of what somebody else say about you. It's within you. Your beauty is within you. It reflects from the inside out. It's not all about on the outside, because what's on the outside fades away. As you get older, all of this stuff is gonna fade away. It's just temporary. It's just a shell. You can also have privileges from being pretty on the inside as well. So it's all about what you do with yourself. A way I like to stay confident is just expressing myself through style, hair, and makeup. That's just me expressing myself, which brings my confidence together to one big ball of me expressing myself. And I like it that way, you know? If you're not feeling yourself, then things not gonna slide the way you want it to. Like, let's say I look like Monday. I'm dressed up like Monday. Sweats, hair in a messy, greasy bun. Face is just all dry or oily. And let's say that I have to give a presentation for a class. If I go up there and do that presentation for that class looking like that, I'm gonna stumble my words. I'm gonna be worried about what they think of me, unless you're just a person that really you don't care about none of that, like, it's whatever. You kind of struggle in that area of being confident, and you're not expressing yourself to your fullest potential. Your outcome is not going to be as good as it is as if you look good. If you look good, you feel good, and you do good. So let's go back to the presentation. You look like Monday, you're gonna feel like Monday. If you look like a Friday, then you're gonna feel like a Friday. Friday, hair groomed. If you wear makeup starting off and you like it, but somebody else says, ugh, you got too much on. Do they have your face? No. Do you, like, don't worry about what nobody say. Just do you. Because at the end of the day, who really got you? Other than God, of course. You got yourself. You're in this for yourself. Think about it. It's nothing to be sad about. And at the same time, it is what it is. I mean, it's been going on for decades, centuries, and probably since the beginning of time. The real key to overlook things like that, though, is to just simply do you. You look good, you feel good. There is nothing wrong with stepping outside of the box sometimes. What other life on this earth are you gonna have? So it's okay to express yourself. That's all there is to it. Just stay focused on yourself. Whether you suffer with pretty girl privilege or you enjoy the privileges, just continue to do you and shine. because nobody gonna do you like you do you.
Yeah, hallelujah, amen. Look, ma, I made it out the basement.